Hey, yo. So look here. Check this. Now have Coach getting on that healthy roll. He back to back being there. Y'all see we got a commit today. A big boy DB. Yeah. From Mississippi. Could have went to here or there, but said, nah. I'm going to hit Colorado. So, yeah, we got that going. So, Coach Prime got to hit the ground running when he comes back to the season. When July hit, at some point, he got to hit the ground running. Out of there. Hit the ground running. Then you have, it's a lot of big boy quarterbacks. So, we're going to talk about the big boy quarterbacks. We're going to know who they are. So when the season get to jumping off, we ain't wondering who got it like that. We'll know. Now, some quarterbacks getting talked about a lot. So we going to go from there. And then we got a quarterback already out here talking trash. That boy like, yeah, they got to see me. We ain't worried about them. They ain't got no Nick Saban. I'm like, oh. And then we going to talk about Texas Tech, y'all. Texas Tech paid out that cash this year. Texas Tech paid out that cash in more ways than one. So we gonna jump on that. Now I know the wind might be blowing, but hey, it is what it is, baby. We in the Florida weather. You know I like being outside. So hey, let's jump into this thing. So Coach Prime right now, they winning. They winning right now in the off season because you got Coach Sway out there getting these boys right. Coach Sway ain't playing no games. And right now, you don't technically have to have your head coach there. Now, at some point, this either right at the end of this month in June, next week, or the first week of July, everybody should go on vacation because they're about to crank up. This thing about to crank up. So, right, you better get your vacation time. Maybe the last 2 weeks. I don't know, but college teams and coaches, they better hit that vacation mode because July come, middle of July, or the week after the middle of July, it's game time. It's fall camp now. So Coach Prime, he could still take some time. But that middle of July, he got to be there, y'all. He got to be there and ready. Ready to ball, ready to shine. Because it's game time. Will Colorado be a 9-win team? 8-win team, 10-win team, 11, 12? Will they get that? All I know is when he brought in Sway, I know everything done changed. I know it has because Sway gonna operate different. Sway coming off of, hey, I know what a national championship team look like. Hey, when I got here in January and coach let me introduce myself to you, he know I talk that talk and walk that walk. Okay, now we getting to see the boys. I got a comment yesterday saying, man, you see Jordan C looking ripped to the bone. So okay, Sway doing what we know he'll do. Sway doing what he did to Miami, but you added more new stuff to it. You going with everything that did work, plus you add stuff that you done learned along the way. So we getting a version of Sway that maybe Miami didn't even get. So that's what I'm liking. Like, and he working with, he know he got the dogs. He know he got the dogs to go in with him. So we working with a first team on offense, first team on defense like that. Then you working with Coach Prime got depth on both sides. So that's guys getting ready. So when we say we want to run the ball this year, ain't no faking. Man, you better hand that ball off. Then on top of that, y'all, we have K-Salt, which he ready. K-Salt ready to ball. K-Salt, one of the quarterbacks that probably ain't getting no love from the national media. But we giving him love. We national media, but we giving him love. But I'm saying, like, they trying to downplay him. But we'll talk about that too. But K-Salt gonna be a guy that's special like that. Throw it and run it. So Man, listen, you got these guys with Sway putting in work. Now he's about to pass the baton to Coach Prime. Coach Prime gonna be able to put that work in with the players as well. So you got the whole coaching staff there. And really, technically, y'all, if you really want to look at it, Coach Sway, I mean not Coach Sway, but Coach Prime really like the CEO. He's really like the CEO. And what I mean by he the CEO is your offensive coordinator running this team for you. Your offensive coordinator. Then your lineman coach on both offense and defense. Your running back coach, wide receiver coach. You got practice skills. They know how to run this. This ain't nothing. So Coach Prime can heal up all he need to heal up because all he gotta do is have his presence there. Say what he need to say and let them boys do their coaching. Let them do their coaching. So right now, y'all, all Coach Prime gotta do is come back and hit the ground running. Because when he come back, I'm feeling he coming week before camp. He might get there early July, but I'm thinking he coming right around camp starting, week before camp, and is hit the ground rolling. Let's get out here. Let's do what we got to do. Let's win this year. I think we will win this year. Everything in place. Everybody want to win. That's one thing about it. Everybody wants to win. And check this out. By now I'm good. Hopefully it ain't freezing up on. But, yo, what I have learned is, long as you got the ball players that want to win a rap, you guarantee to go out there and ball. Because players want to win, so they practicing hard. They know they got a squad. Again, they practicing hard. Now it's just come to game time. Can you do it? You already in the weight room. You already putting that work in. So this ain't going to be nothing. This ain't going to be nothing. We just waiting on Coach Prime to come back. They hit that ground running. Because when he get there, it's game time. When he get there, hey, it's in July. Middle of the month, everybody's mind starting to shift. Okay, next week, we probably finna be in the game. All right, hey, nice. Not in the game, but training camp mode. You getting training camp ready. So we ain't got but a couple more weeks. Then it's on. It's a couple more weeks, and then everybody got to show up and show out. So it's hit the ground running. Renee, what's good? Ryan Nicole, we back at it. FD, what's good? Mr. 512. Rachel, what's happening? Platinum, what's good? Deion, J. 1922, what's happening? 1949. Sam, what's good? FD, what's happening? V Bless. Hey, that what they gonna be trying to do this year. The sky pink, y'all. But we know it's blue. But you fall into listening to them. Count, what's happening? Mike, what's good? Then you say CU is in good shape this year. They locked in. Coach Prime will be ready. That's what I want. Because the schedule ain't no play schedule. V-Hair, what's good? You say, who do you believe is stepping up as a leader athletes for Colorado? The tough O-lineman who been there. Just say, whoever been on that O-line holding it down, he gonna be vocal. K-Salt gonna get vocal. One of them wide receivers gonna get vocal. And then, okay, bam, you have that. Now on the defensive side, whoever big boy in that D-line, they gonna be vocal. I know, let's say Aaron Walker. I know he should be vocal. Linebackers, they gonna get vocal. In the secondary, you got DJ could talk. Preston Hodges could talk. TB could talk from South Florida. Carter could talk. So you got this year we just got a lot. This year we have a lot. So it don't have to be one. It could just be a group of them. But really anybody on that first team, offense or defense, and you putting in that work and they know. Oh yeah, you can talk that talk. You gonna be able to talk that talk. Say I'm always happening. Nah. Hey, man, I rock all day. Cleveland in the building. Shiny King, what's good? Miss Harris. Shawnee, you say, I'm so glad Coach Prime has a staff in place that he can now trust his team has his back and the play. Yeah. Everybody rocking. Everybody on the staff, he know want to rock out this year. I put it like that. They want to rock out with this year, and most should be back in 26. Yeah. Yeah. YD, what's happening? Let me see. Roger, what's good? Coach, what's happening? Miss Beverly, what's good? Yeah, y'all, at the end of the day right now, listen, we have done all we can. They got this week, because today Tuesday. So they got the rest of this week, all next week, the week after, the first week of July, is probably fall camp. I mean, not fall camp, but vacation. After that, your mind got to shift, because now it's game time. Now it's game time. Now everybody getting ready like, oh, okay. Now we got to see what Colorado going to do. How hard everybody going to practice. Because, see, fall camp, you got to step your game up. You can't come in here playing. Fall camp, you cannot come in here playing. You have to come with it. Each and every day, you got to come with it in fall camp. And it ain't no taking off. If you want that starting job this fall camp, you better be on your grind. Because you ain't finna just walk in there and start. Pete, what's good? Still, you said, remember Coach Prime was preparing the DC for running the show. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I know he is, but he preparing for him to go. That's about what he doing, but he probably know he gonna go. But y'all, let's talk about these quarterbacks. I'm gonna first start off with the Florida State quarterback. That boy out here talking that trash. Florida State quarterback out here talking that trash, basically told Alabama, the football team, hey, man, I ain't studying y'all. Y'all ain't nothing without Nick Saban. Now I get that he cocky. I get it that he cocky. I get it that he's doing what he do. But let me tell you what's coming back on this Alabama defense. You got Alabama defense got transfers coming in, but you got Alabama got some D linemen already ready, linebackers ready, secondary ready. Whew. That may be a tall task. Now let me show you what's on their line. 6'5", 280. 6'2", 321, 325. 6'3", 295. Linebacker 6'2" and up. Secondary 6 foot and up. You dealing with a grown man defense. Now, remind you, Alabama still like that. He didn't lose all them guys. Now they might lost some. Now that Caleb Downs, yeah, he did. He big boy, but everybody else just didn't flat out leave. Now some guys did, but I'm just tap into this, let you know Florida State saying they finna come with it, or at least he talking trash like he is. Now, the quarterback to me ain't but so tall. Now height don't matter because he's a running quarterback. And I did like his play. I did like his play. Now, let me just give you that man's stats, man. It's TC, man. Tommy finna get out here and ball. Now, look. Tommy got wide receivers, some running backs. O-line looking solid. O-line what? They got basically 4 transfers coming in. So they got, I guess he can talk that talk. Because the O-line he getting his transfers out of the SEC. So I guess he can talk that talk. But now Florida State gonna have to cash in. Because they gonna talk about that leading all the way up. And they got all this time to prepare for it. But let's just talk about the quarterbacks overall. So TC, the quarterback, he transferred from Boston College. I like him. He's short, but he can throw and run. And I like him. Okay, now you got K-So. K-So at Colorado, I like him. He could throw and run. Tennessee quarterback, he transferred out to UCLA. We gonna see what he do out there. I don't know how he gonna do. He a big quarterback. He could run and throw. So that's a quarterback that you gotta look into. You know USC got their quarterback. Oregon, they letting Dante Moore get the hand. So we're going to be hearing about him. Michigan, I don't know if they're going to start the quarterback they had in the bowl game that got injured. Or are they going to start the true freshman? So you got to deal with that with Michigan. Now, when you get into the SEC, well, not the SEC, the Big Ten. The Big Ten, you got K-State got a quarterback. Texas Tech got a whole squad. I'm talking about them next segment. But Texas Tech got a quarterback. TCU got a quarterback. Kansas got a quarterback. Arizona State got a quarterback getting his name mentioned for draft pick status. Who else? Houston got a quarterback that can throw and can run. Y'all, everywhere you look, Arizona got a quarterback. So most of the teams that you expect the ball got quarterbacks. Okay, Texas, that's a big boy squad. You know Texas got Arch Manning. Who don't know about Arch Manning? You know he ready to lead. Then you got Penn State. They got a big boy quarterback. Now, Ohio State, we haven't seen their quarterback, but they quarterback getting hype, Julian Sand. We gonna see what he about game one. Then after that, he got some cup. You know how Ohio State roll. Then Clemson, they got a quarterback that's gonna be a 4-year starter. Last year was his best year. Pretty sure he gonna do better this year, just like Penn State quarterback. Last year was his best year. I'm pretty sure he gonna do better this year. LSU got a quarterback. Gary, his daddy in the NFL with the Saints, so you know he gonna get love. Notre Dame trying to get their quarterback right. But I think his name's C.J. Carr. He got the opportunity. Alabama trying to figure out what their quarterback gonna look like, which out of the three. Then you got Georgia. They got a quarterback, but is he gonna be like that? Alabama, who out of they three gonna fall out? Carson Beck at Miami. So y'all, it's big boy name quarterbacks everywhere. Then you got to see what UCF do. Will UCF pull out a quarterback that's like that? Because Scott Frost, at the time when he was there, man, he was getting them quarterbacks from Hawaii. They were balling. Let's see what he do this year. Y'all, it's pretty much a quarterback. South Carolina, big boy quarterback. BYU got a quarterback. Y'all, it's quarterbacks everywhere. It's just which quarterback gonna come out on top? Which quarterback can really take their team and lead it? You got Moss Miller. He at Louisville. You know they finna throw that thing. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's so many quarterbacks, y'all. They got the 15 most impactful transfer quarterbacks. Carson Beck, John Mader at Oklahoma. That boy finna be fine. Fernando, Indiana. You know they run that system. Ooh, Duke got a quarterback from Tulane. I like him. Then Utah got a quarterback that can run and throw. Ooh, that boy threw for 2,700, ran for 1,000 last year. Ooh. Boy, some quarterbacks out here, y'all. Auburn got to see what their quarterback do. Missouri got a quarterback from Penn State. Hey, he like that. James Madison got the quarterback from UNLV who quit on his team after he didn't get that $100 million, but I think somebody paid him his $100 million. You know they showing K-Salt that love. UNLV got a quarterback from Virginia. Y'all, it's quarterbacks galore around here. It is quarterbacks galore. I'm telling you, this season, listen, there's so many quarterbacks. Sell more. What's that? I forgot about DJ Ladway. DJ Ladway and that with Florida Gators and Arch Manning with my Texas. That's gonna be a big boy game. Renee, what's happening? Rod, you say, how do you think the Ducks quarterback would do? Well, he was hyped up out of high school, and he did well with UCLA with Chip Kelly. But you see how Chip Kelly was ready to get out of there and went to Ohio State last year as an offense coordinator. So Chip Kelly at UCLA, that thing was getting sour. So he did right, transferred to Oregon, and he finna lead this thing probably 2 years straight. Because he finna be a red shirt sophomore, because he played his true freshman year, red shirted as a sophomore, so he finna be a red shirt sophomore. PC, what's good, Lady J? Salty, you say Bama has 5-star backups. Yeah. But who gonna get that starting job? SL Detroit in the building. PC. Yeah, hey, that thing get real. I'm just telling you, it's a lot of quarterbacks, y'all. It's a lot of quarterbacks that gonna make it happen this year. It's just who can pull it off with their squad. Clemson got a good chance. Texas got a good chance. Look at this. I forgot. Let me check out Oregon State. Let me see what they had. I gotta talk about them. Malik Murphy. Oh, he balled out that dude, and he came from Tech. Yeah, hey, Oregon State gonna be nice. I'm gonna talk about them tomorrow. I gotta make sure I remember to talk about them tomorrow. Yeah. Y'all idiots, some quarterbacks. Basically, all the big boy name schools, because now that money getting passed around, you a quarterback, you gonna get your money. So every quarterback that's at a big boy school at the bare minimum will have $100,000 for an NIL deal. If you like that, you probably get millions. So you either at 100,000 or millions, depending on what conference you in. You in the SEC or Vanderbilt, a toss you 100 grand. But if you like that, they'll probably toss you 150. Now, if you really show you like that, they're gonna have to step that cash up. Like Diego, I ain't even name him. Diego at Vanderbilt, like that. South Carolina quarterback, like that. Ooh-wee. Y'all, it's some QBs out here, I'm just telling you. Miss Beverly, you say they ran the quarterbacks this year? Exactly. They out here, but they got to come with it. Allow me what's good. Now, y'all, this last segment of this college talk, and I'll come back on later today with that NFL talk. But listen, Texas Tech, Texas Tech paid over $240 million or $250 million on the facilities. They say they call that the Texas Tech Resort or Red Raiders Resort. They say that thing like that. Now, Texas Tech initially went in trying to look to get 10 to 12 big-time transfers. Do y'all know these boys ended up with 21 transfers? Now, they got a billionaire backing them. Billionaire packing that money. Billionaire got so much money, he gave a softball girl. Softball now. Not baseball, softball. Now, gave her $1 million deal. So, Texas Tech paying that money. Texas Tech saying, hold up, Texas, y'all got money, we got money too, baby. Texas A&M, y'all got money, we got money too, baby. Yeah. So Texas Tech ready. They winning. Texas Tech paid for a squad. Now this is something I did not know. Well, I guess I should have known, because it's gonna come down to Texas and Oklahoma when they was in the conference. Because you know this past year Texas and Oklahoma went to the SEC. But before that, they was in the Big 12, so they owned the Big 12, other than if a K-State jump out there or something like that. So, you know the different schools that can jump out there. But Texas Tech went and paid that money this year. They put some money out. They went and got some dollars. You know, Cash, Cleveland over there. They basically went and rehauled the offense line. Now, they had an offensive line that was there, but they rehauled. What up, man? They rehauled the offensive line. They rehauled it. So, they got ballers. They have ballers out there. They got ballers at quarterback because the QB back. They went and got some wide receivers that they like. Plus, they had one that already put up by 800 yards. He probably going to end up being the lead wide receiver. They got running backs ready to tote it. They defense ready. Man, look, y'all. Texas Tech, when they paid that money, they said, man, I don't care what y'all talking about. This year, we ain't losing. So when I tell y'all be prepared for Texas Tech, I want y'all to be prepared for them. Matter of fact, they got them predicted. They got Texas Tech predicted to finish number 2 in the conference. So now they scheduled. They got Arkansas Pine Bluff. That's a HBCU. They're going to blow them out the water. Then they got Kent State. They're going to blow them out the water. Then they got Oregon State. I will tell y'all tomorrow what I think about Oregon State, but I think Oregon State is a squad. They got Utah. At Utah. Now, Utah got that quarterback that can run and throw. I got to look at Utah, so I don't know yet. Houston. I know Houston got a good coach. I know they got a 5-star quarterback ready to come next year. I know they got a quarterback that can handle this year, so I don't know. Kansas. I know they got a QB, wide receivers. But I don't know what their run game going to look like. I know the quarterback can run. So, they could be 6-0, or they could be 3-3. But I think they got a squad where they could be either 6-0 or 4-2, like somewhere in that ballpark. Then they got Arizona State. That's gonna be a big boy game. Oklahoma State, I think they're gonna beat them, but I gotta go check them out again. K-State gonna be a hard one at K-State. BYU come to them. UCF come into November. So, hey man, y'all can say all y'all want, man. When you in that cold, when you in that warm weather in Florida, and you gotta go play in Texas Tech, and it might be cold that day, that could be a different environment. Then they gotta go to West Virginia, and you know Rich Rodriguez there, so you never know how that's gonna turn out. But Texas Tech did lose their big boy running back. Brooks was their big boy running back. But they got 2 big boy wide receivers coming back with transfers coming in. The quarterback coming back. The O-line, the whole new O-line. Defense looks solid. They went and paid for that too. So, y'all, when I tell you, get your popcorn ready for Texas Tech, they gonna be ready. Texas Tech saying, look here, we ain't gonna let Texas own the state. We ain't gonna let Texas A&M own it. RTCU, baby. We here. We ready. We got somebody that'll pay that cash. So, money talk now. That's what we in now. We in a money talk era. So, if you got that money, which they do, because they got that billionaire backing them and probably everybody else that's backing them, but that billionaire said like, man, what y'all need? And then they got the $240 or $250 million facility now, and they say all the boys love it. So, all I'm saying is Texas Tech like that. I'm glad Colorado ain't got to play them. But everybody, now their schedule don't look too hard. You really technically got, if you go big boy status, the nation looking at them, you got a K-State, Arizona State, BYU. You can always say Utah gonna fight. Rich Rod back, so West Virginia gonna fight. Still, if Texas Tech do what it feel like they gonna do, and they already feeling good, like they feeling like they got that squad now, just because you predicted to come number 2 don't mean that. You be predicted to come number 2 and fall flat on your face, but I don't think that's gonna happen to them. Eric, you say, Colin, your thoughts on Thomas? Man, that boy was talking trash. And I just talked about that last segment. He talked that trash. Mike Norvell, them better be able to back it, because they will talk about that all week long. They gonna talk about that all week long. EB, you say, yes, I'm a witness to that Texas Tech payout. I have a relative transfer from Houston to Texas Tech, showed up and showed out. Number 33 on the D-line. Okay. Hold on, let me see if it, let me see now. He might be out there getting it now. Hold on now. They got Texas Tech out there finna shine. So I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see what they do. T-Wait, what's happening? Say I'm more appreciated. Hey, you know how I do. JP, you say, that's why cash over there not. Yes, listen, everybody got it. But Texas Tech coming to play. Now, if they could jump on this year, because some of the games they lost last year, they could have won. So that lets you know they could have won like 2 of the games they lost last year. I just want you to know that. Sam, you say the Vanderbilt quarterback good? Yeah, he is. Deion, you say Texas Tech got that bag? They do. They do. Listen, if they want me to come out and play quarterback, I do that too. Hey, yeah, Eric, yeah, I like Preston Ashley from Brandon, Mississippi. Big, got the size and everything. Yeah, I like it. I like it. JP, yeah, I'm ready, y'all. The season by here. Rod, you say with the money that these quarterbacks are making in NIL, some of them aren't in a rush to get to. I wouldn't be. If they clear me millions now, I heard somebody say this and I liked it. I did like it. They said, get the money and act like you may not never have it again. Now, you know, you do your best. You go shine and you have the dreams to get to the league. But put that money in a situation where you can win. So, hey, you give me, now after taxes, if after taxes and all that, I got $3 million, man, look here. Man, I'm putting all that up. I'm putting all of it up. I'm going to live off college stuff. And when college over, then I still be young. I just see where life take me. But that money, I ain't in a rush to touch it. I'm living off the interest. DW, what's happening? Sam, you say, where's Colorado predicted to finish in the conference? One book had them finish 9th. Let me see what this book got them finished. They got Colorado. They got Colorado to finish 12th in the conference. They don't think we buy nothing. Hey, they don't think Colorado buy nothing. Dog, SKB. Hey, they said, no, them boys ain't buy nothing. Ain't no love. None at all. Deion, you say that's why they getting that Porter? You get that cash, they gonna deal. T-Wait, you say how I feel about the Florida State quarterback? I think he good. I know he done put the trash talking out. So now they was already gonna be wanting to like to bam him. They gonna really try to bam him. Right. Sit down, boy. Get your little small self off the field, boy. Toss your little dog self out of here. Yeah, they gonna be talking that trash. But hey, listen, I'll be back on later today. I might even come back on twice, but I know I'll come back on one more time. Hey, if you need consulting on how to build a YouTube channel, how to build your social media, email me. You want to promote your business, email me, info@lifeoffootball.com. That's info@lifeoffootball.com. Hey, get with me. Hey, you see where we going? Straight to the top, baby. We ain't stopping. Hey, blessings to y'all. I'll be back on later today. Holla, holla.